Hi everyone, Macsen here. Welcome back to my Endless Space 2 Let's Play, playing with the Riftborn, of course, on Endless Difficulty. So, I'd say our empire at this point is pretty well established. I've got in certain key technologies, like system development and trade. So, I believe my empire's population should start to rocket now that minor races will be able to be moved between my systems and will be able to grow as well. I'll still want to actually make some of my Quasi-Robots though, my Riftborn population on my system, since they're especially good. And we're actually at this point thinking more and more about going to war perhaps, or even trying to culture flip planets, since my luxury I'm using for my first system development is eating incense, which gives an extra 50 influence on each and every system I use it on, which is a heck of a lot actually. I've got probably more influence than I need, even if I were able to get some laws which use influence a bit later on. I've probably got more than I need. Right, at the start of, or the end of this turn I should say, I've actually got a few things to do as well before I press end turn. So let's close that build list that I've completed. That's going to stick around so I can use an expedition. I think I'll bring this one down to here and hope I can use that there. And I've actually got a bit of combat I want to do. So there's a United Empire colony ship I've noticed here, or a settler ship. So I'm going to attack that with some of my ships within the Hanna. Now it is a bit of a risk. The United Empire are actually the only faction now which pressure trend is going down with, which means they're more likely to make demands and more likely to go to war with us. But yeah, I think it's worthwhile attacking this. The United Empire and the Cravers are probably going to be my earliest enemies, by the looks of things, the way things are going. This is a nothing combat, so I won't actually watch this. I'm expecting them to retreat. So let's fight. I could upgrade these in a bit, but I actually need a bit of money coming up, possibly because there's an election a few turns away, and I'm gonna possibly need it for bribes. So they've retreated somewhere, have they? Yeah, up there. So I'll put those back in the... Well, actually I might want to bring them over here, you know. Let's bring those out. Can I get there? Yes, I can. Right, let's group up here then. I should be able to attack these, which I'm not really sure what they are. The Unknown Empire, are they pirates possibly, or they're some sort of event, someone else's event? They spawn ships, I guess. Can I actually attack those? No, I can't, because I attacked this turn already. I guess I'll just guard there this turn then. Or I could even put them all back in Hanna. Down here, I'm going to attack the Sophons. I think this small fleet here actually is a bit split up. So there's 72,186 with just short of 2,000 hit points. I don't know how much the crew amounts affect things yet. Actually, my crew complement is full there, so that's 100%. So that's surprising. I'm not sure I've got that when I haven't actually invested in making manpower, which you have to do with the Riftborn. So let's attack these, definitely within my favour. Let's put the watch icon on as well. Don't really want to lower relations with Sophon since they quite like us. So there was a noise then. What is that? Wow, the Sophon psyche hasn't been so wounded since we came second in the galaxy's brainiest species contest a couple of decades back. You got claws, dude. Oh yeah, so that has actually lowered relations, not good. So there was reason to attack them though. They're blockading down here and I think they were. And I want to possibly speed that up coming up. Lumeris coming in, which is a bit of an issue as well. So out of these options, what are their weapons? They've all auto-grouped up there as well. It's mainly kinetics actually. Which... yeah, that would work pretty well, wouldn't it? So let's use that and watch. Not sure if I showed these earlier either, as well as just some extra details. Right, let's come into the fight. And well, that's weird. One of them died. I think I thought I put the combat watch on then. I'm not sure what happened, to be honest. Anyway, let's end the turn. So I've got some freights moving around, bringing populations to places. I think a pretty key tech came in this turn. There's another survey. Oh, and there's something I forgot to do with these as well. Minor races. I'll come back to that shortly. So I've got a ton of influence at the moment. I might as well use it. So I'm actually going to invest in this one. Well, what? Ooh, no, that's not good. Where was that? How did I get that already? Must have been a combat going on, I think. I was hoping to get them. So yeah, let's praise. It's only 10. I may do a bit more than that. To be honest, I'm not really planning on assimilating these two, but might as well get it going a bit to get it to quest level. Yeah, that's a real surprise. Wasn't expecting them to do that. What's that? A Bella? No, they built an outpost there, and they got a combat fleet. I think that's going to die next turn. I wonder if they'll attack me. So the Lumaris strength is 200 odd, 450, nearly 7,000 hit points. They got much more hit points than me, but my fleet's better in other areas. I'm not sure I'll attack it. I'll see if that gets wiped out. Okay. Right, let's at least try and get these guys on side. We got past 50. Let's use the assist. Quest started. Happy days. Reach 70 approval in your empire. Maintain it for 10 turns. We will obtain the Minefaction and Transvine. 60 reward. So I would have to wait 10 turns. Or I could just invest more in a bit to allow me to purchase them. I think I actually don't want to risk losing them, maybe, and I will do that instead. So in 2 turns time I'll probably invest a ton of influence. I could, well, there's 46. I would probably have to invest about 3 times. The influence amount seems to go at 30 each time, so it's 160, add 190, add 220. Which I could afford to maybe speed it up and to get it this up to 100 within 3 turns if I did that. It's not a bad idea actually, since I don't really have an awful lot of other things to spend my influence on. Right, there's a new Epistis which I may want to move around. Survey. Industrial Party is well in the lead at the moment. There's a bit of movement I can do. Right, there's that. Let's use an expedition on that. Hopefully we get a module. No, we'll just help the Horatio get some Jadanics, which isn't really something I wanted to do. Right, it's extra production for them. Research this turn. So we've now got the ability to do more levels of curiosity. Which is going to be very good. At the moment I definitely want more science, and I definitely want to be able to find real luxuries for next system development. And there's ash and lava planets which I'm going to want to colonize coming up as well, because I have a heck of a lot of them. So I think, do I go for that, just 3 turns, or do I go for the more science, which is 4 turns? I'm actually going to go for the science next, I think. Okay. Right. And let's do a combat this turn then by bringing these out there. I think I get my Annex Jink here in about 4 turns. Let's attack these. These are kinetics. HUD absorption seems the right strategy. Right, this is on watch. Actually looks like it's going to show it. Let's try the overhead. So my ships, I believe, are best at short range. I have these a module I picked up for. Well, actually, I'm not sure I updated them with this fleet, so I think these might be using missiles still. Yeah, they are. My newer ships have really short range lasers. Alright, let's try coming out of this. Okay. Where are these missiles going to? Over before I can get close enough so I get a good view of it. Okay, so I don't think I took any damage. Maybe I oh, maybe I did actually. Could have used the extra money one, perhaps, but since I took damage, maybe I made the right decision. If we have a look in here, it's not going to be too long before I get the second headquarters. That's going to be very important. Some of these should be flashing, so I need to get to those. The new scout ship, or old scout ship. Let's bring that fleet down here. Okay, and I'm actually going to take a minute to. Well, I'm not sure I need to update the build list, but I'm sure I'll have to move some population around. Okay, so that's the updated build list. That's actually the last system development I have to do on any of my completed colonies. I moved one population around, one Epistus, I think it's going to Narline, I think it is, maybe, from Fiacarus. What else have I got to do this turn? I think I will actually invest in this, I really don't want to lose it. So let's invest 1, 2, and, well, what's that, 32, 42, yeah, I'm going to need one more. Probably might need to invest a bit more later on. But yeah, let's try and get that in 3 turns. And yeah, that's it for the turn. So next turn. Yeah, the Lumaris did lose the colony. Oh, I stuck a new Shadow Scout ship in Narlin as well in the build list to do some expeditions there, and I'll bring it up here. Right, doesn't look like the Sophons are too happy with me these days. I actually upgraded the Shadow ship as well. I stuck the new beams on it, which just makes it more expensive, and I doubt I'll be using them for combat purposes, but what the hell. Okay, so what do I want to do? I've actually started to make quite a few ships. I could think about switching that lore, but to be honest, yeah, I really want the extra happiness and the extra money one still, I think. Right, so let's stick that in the list. I still don't think this is worthwhile anywhere. If there's system capital near to me or I had vision range, I'd consider it, but that's pretty good colony Lumaris I got there, actually, though. But, yeah, that's my vision range, just outside of it, I think. So what's going on here? Marketplace, adamantium price increase. Hero gained a level. So what do I want? That's 5 system per planet. looks better to me. Okay, I was reading it right. Okay. Let's take that out. Let's do the automated movement this turn. Okay. Yeah, they're still aggressive. Let's have a look in here. Shouldn't be too worried though. Eventually I should be able to start making demands of my own. Not sure if you would auto go to war with them. We might if they turn down my demands. Looks like fleets around here have moved off. Let's bring in my... oh, slightly short, is it? Yeah, I'll group up my fleet though. Okay, a minute. Okay, I think I'll be attacking those in a second. So, and I think I will be speeding that up as well. I want that colony just mine now, make sure of it. Okay, so how are we doing here as well as checks? Yeah, that has actually gone down. So I need 15 to get in 2 turns. I'm gonna have to do this twice by the looks of it. It's getting costly on the upfront. I have no idea how much it will be once I get to 100. Right, let's attack here then. And I think I'll do... right, they're complaining about that again. Yeah, I'll just do hull absorption. Fight. You did some very nice work there, the 4 families. Salute you, cordial. You have hurt our enemies. They actually at war. They retreated. We should actually be able to see... well, if I swap position and then click on someone, let's click on Lumeris. Yeah, they are actually at war. Lumeris and the Sophons. Well, it didn't let me know about that previously, which I wish it had. Okay. Waiting on that to get probes back. Oh, there's quite a few to do here. Let's do that, that, and that. There's hydromiel, which is food, which is pretty much useless for us. Ooh, pirates, not good. There's actually a good reason to do these all at once, possibly, if you encounter things like pirates. Adamantium assemblies module. So don't have the tank for that adamantium yet. This shadow's an old design. I'm going to retreat here. I should be able to retreat. Yeah. Okay. New resource, hydromiel. Now I think in a tooltip there it said mine +4 per population if I'm not mistaken. Let's have a look in the trade and resources. Here it says +10. So that was the case in the last update as well. I think there's a bug going on with that. In terms of resources as well, it's something I want to show you in the marketplace. Now, one possible strategy I could have maybe employed if I really wanted Blue Cat mold was just hoping that a ton would end up in the marketplace and then buy it all. Now, say I wanted to buy all of that stock. That's enough for probably just short of, well, I think it's 25, isn't it? The first one. Yeah, so that's just short of 12 colonies worth. And if we round that up to say 10 times 300, that's 3,000 credits. Now if I shift click this, in reality it will cost me 21,000 credits. So that's a bit strange to say the least. There seems to be some inflation mechanic here. So using the marketplace to acquire a resource that you completely lack for system development, especially the first one, really probably isn't a good idea in my opinion, because you would soon run out of money in most likelihood, and you'd be at the whim of the prices of, well, fluctuating prices, fluctuating supplies, and not being able to use system development or move populations around. Yeah, it's pretty detrimental to say the least. So, okay, what have I got? I've got a bit of my build list to update, so I'm going to take a minute out to see if I want to move some populations. Okay, so I've updated my build list this turn. That's what everything is building. I will actually then use Hyperium, since I have a lot of it, to speed that up. That's going to get done in 6 turns, and I think I'm ready to end a turn. So, something I've realized as well, once the turn ends, I can show you something. Oh, right, Academy power is increased. I'll come to that shortly. If I highlight on some of the resources, most, if not all of them, and I think actually, yeah, all of them literally, seem to have +2 for each one. Now I can't really figure out why that is. Well, I think what it might be is one of my heroes actually has a +2 resource skill, and maybe it's applying it to every single system that I have instead of just the system he's on. It does have +2 deposit value on resource deposits on Senate if political leader. Which, what is he? Ecologist. Ecologists aren't actually within the Senate though. So, yeah, I don't really know what's going on with that. There's a quest that's actually ended, so food was being converted into money. I'm actually low on money now, which isn't good. Right. Yeah, I have happiness and science there. Maybe I'll have to put money in at some stage. Each and every ship you make costs money, so I do have to be a bit more careful with that. My populations are starting to rise, especially with me moving populations around. You can see now a lot of my worlds have new populations on, which grow by themselves instead of having to be made. I will be making my own population every now and then, though, because mine are pretty good. I need to get some to Sassini at some point. When does... Probably want to keep 3 here at all time, Mavros, because that way they'll grow pretty frequently, and the same on here with the Calgaros. Right, what's this? Right, this is probes, so let's send a probe down in that direction. And there's something to find there. Yeah, you know what, let's follow it down. Okay. Oh, these door evens. There should be a location button here, like there is on most of the screens, but there isn't on that for some reason. Okay, so that's gone down again. Right, I need 14 to get it next turn. Which, yeah, might as well spend my influence, got so much of it. So there's a few things here. Which I probably need to do. Oh, Sophons have actually come back over here, so I think I'm going to attack these guys. Let's take 1, 2, 3 out there. Link them up in the fleets. Let's attack the Sophon. Ooh. Yeah, I'll do that. Confirm. They keep on returning, I'm gonna keep on attacking them. Right, these are all the same ship, they're all kinetic by the looks of it. So let's put that on watch, and I'll do hull plating. And I'm actually able to have 2 flotillas here. Now, I want to keep all the short ones I have over there. Yeah, it looks like they're all using the beam weapons I got, every single one. I thought I might have some old missile ships here, but maybe I don't. So, is that right? Your beams. Well, if there is a longer range ship here somewhere, I can't find it. I'm going to stick one over there though. The reason is because I think you get a morale boost for every flotilla you have more than your opponent. So it's worthwhile, yeah, sticking one ship over there, definitely, even if its range isn't perfect. So let's fight. In theory, at least. Yeah, I am expecting them to retreat, and they did. But that's good nonetheless. Oh, that Phantom 3 probably has missiles, actually. So that would have been more useful. Let's take one of those out then. That can come over there. Keep this on hand. When does this hero? 2 turns. Okay. Right, I'm going to take a minute out to update my build list and move some population around. Okay, my build list is done this turn. I actually have to use my compression singularity. Almost forgot about that. So I'm going to use that on Viacras. I've got a tiny bit of movement left of that Phantom. I'll bring it up here. I should start to think about building some manpower on some of my systems coming up. Something which I could be doing as well. If I click here, you are actually able to build these rather than wait on a scout ship, but it does seem a bit of a waste of production in many ways to do that rather than, yeah, just get a scout ship to do it. But if you're in a rush, I guess you could. Right, let's end a turn. The election is coming up and I've got enough money to do some lobbying should I wish. Not sure I actually do there. So, well, this is interesting actually. I hadn't realised this. We have a bit of support within the Pacifist Party and the Ecologist Party. Now, the Ecologist didn't get in at all in the last election, so I'm surprised it saved it. But it seems every time they get within the Senate, they get a bit of extra support, but more support if they are the leading party, I believe. Now, with primary elections, it mentions in the text, doesn't it? If they're already well supported, then it's good to go that. And I think I will use that again. I'm still not exactly a fan of the industrialist laws. I don't think many of these are going to be all that useful for me yet. But getting more experience will give me access to non-faction laws as well, I think. So that's a reason to keep them in for a while. So yeah, I'm going to support that. Next step. If I can get, well, I think science is probably the one I would want, but I'm going to need to get a scientific race really, and really grow the population to get a lot of affinity for the scientists. Or I could do a lot of scientific event type things to get them have a bigger boost. Wow, the pacifists actually seem to have won that election. Unless I get, well, I should get support from the militarist perhaps. Yeah. So I got support from the militarists and the religious, and the scientists split their support between the two parties. So yeah, that's freaking close. I think it's saying that the industrialists won now, but I'm not sure. I think I got a new headquarter this turn. That's huge. I do know where I'm going to put it. I think I should be able to actually acquire these. Well, hopefully. Right, the Empire yearns for new worlds. Your worlds, sooner we will come.
that is your universe, willing to do anything to save our own.